Steelers on Sunday night primetime.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And just like that, the season has reached October. Joined by Brock Hewitt up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, I don't know about you, but I always feel like the smells start to change in October. It just really starts to smell like fall, smell like football, second month of the regular season. And these next few games take on a greater importance moving forward.
Gosh, I wish I had a sense of smell. Mine is so bad, but I love what you're cooking right there. And I love this stretch of games because it makes a lot of teams contenders and a bunch of the other sellers as the trade deadline arrives here at the end of the month. You're going on a hot streak heading into Halloween, and things will be looking great. But flounder this month, and you may end up seeing some of your buddies shipped off and playing elsewhere.
And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing him out, coming off one of his best seasons as a pro, an MVP runner-up finish in year number 9, Dak Prescott.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here, he's got to play some clean ball.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Second and 3 now.
Yeah! Here we go!
Once again, Elliott. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Kate, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Dak off the play fake. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Throwing again is Dak. Taking a deep shot here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33. He gives to Elliott on the draw. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Play action, Prescott. Oh, try and forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And the Steelers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. And bringing them out, a fourth-year quarterback and capable dual-threat producer from Ohio State's Justin Fields.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1, picking up the loss, but he was 0-1. One pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week.
Here we go.
And neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
Headed out right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating an offense now behind the chains, that's exactly how you're looking to start.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after two straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. Third down coming.
Here we go, son. Tonight.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Searches. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it. And they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
On fourth down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Juke the defender. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. Ball on the 45, first and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Right there.
Elliott straight ahead. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 46, 46. Hey, kill. 26.
Here we go, second and 9. He's on the move. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
A give on third to Elliott. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he takes it. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Tackled by the venerable Cameron Hayward.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
26.
On second down, a run with Elliott. And he gets this forward to the 19. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. That finds Elliott complete. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Yeah! Here we go! Let's take. Here we go, 47. Here we go, kill. 26.
First down, here's Dak. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys go up 6-0 here in the first. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Calvin Austin on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Steeler offense out and ready to go for their second drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right.
Fields out of the gun. State. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go. Right.
So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time, a flag flies. Somebody moved early.
Offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Don't jump. Ready? Sit high.
Another try following the sack. Throw secured by George Pickett.
Now here's a spot where the timing's got to be absolutely perfect, Kate, between the quarterback and the receiver. That throw is made before that receiver's ever thinking of coming out of his cut. Too early, it's incomplete. Too late, and it's headed the other way.
And the Cowboys bring a couple extra defensive backs out. 3rd down coming.
Here we go. Sit high.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Fryermuth there to bring it in. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Here we go. We're good. Up.
Going right side, Harris with it. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Set.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Complete right side to Washington. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Here we go. Tonight.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go, Scott. Go.
Off play action, it's Fields. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Here we go.
Fields on 3rd. Completed here to Pickens. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Neither side separating much so far. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. A handoff for Harris running right. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard.
Here we go, Side.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. 7 yards there, and that brings up 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Here we go. Tonight.
Staying on the ground with Harris. Oh, what a stiff arm. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go. Tonight.
Harris once more. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Facing fourth down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Dicker connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, there we go. I take. So we're going 53.
This drive will begin with a run from Elliott. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Cole Holcomb there on the stop.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Yeah, there we go. I take. Here we go. Going 54. Going 54. Line in. 26.
2nd and 6 now. Buys time, rolling right. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Here we go. Going 54. Going 54. Line in. 26.
Elliott's on 1st and 10. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Yeah, there we go. I take. 26.
Prescott here from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Yeah, there we go. 26.
Trying an inside give to Elliott. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
26.
1st and 10, Prescott. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Ready to take. At 47. 26.
2nd down, here's Prescott again. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
We got 46. 26.
3rd and long for him here. It's caught, Ferguson. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, In a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Trying for it, it's Elliott. And an opening doesn't materialize. He's cut near the line of scrimmage. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Play action, Fields. And he'll get it up to the 44. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Here we go, son.
On first and 10, it's Fields. He'll get this to Jefferson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Good. Hurry up, hurry up.
Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop him. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go. Get high.
Najee takes this one. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
Now Fields. Caught by Freiermuth. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Dicker connects there. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Turpin with a return. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I take
Carry here for Elliott. This is ahead for about 5. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Oh, tried forcing it to the slants. It's intercepted. And he makes the Huffs go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers push their lead to 6. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Turpin with a return. And a decent return. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! That's it!
Back to the air. Prescott after that pick. And the Steelers get home. They drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This guy, Kate, he can create. He really is good out there. He's skilled when it comes to getting outside the pocket, which makes it all the more impressive. They contained him so well when he was clearly looking to generate something with his legs.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again following the sack. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. That's caught for the 1st. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Yeah, there we go. I think.
From the gun is Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Dak now from the gun. Launches one deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Hey, kill! 47!
Back to throw. Here's Dak. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Steelers get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6?
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Steelers will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Chooses to bring this one out. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we arrive at halftime here in Pittsburgh. The Steelers leading after 2. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where you see the final score there. Baker Mayfield, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. From there we say, so long, America. Hello, England, as we head over the Atlantic to check out the action in London. And it was the Vikings serving as the home team who come away with the victory. Jordan Addison, a touchdown catch in the victory. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, just one game this week, the Saints and Chiefs at Arrowhead, set to kick off at 7:15 Central Time. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Austin. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Steelers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, Scott.
They're carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go. Tonight.
They give to Harris from the gun. Jukes out a 1-stop. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go. Tonight.
Now trying to run it with Harris. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go, Scott. Right.
1st down throw for Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's 2nd down coming up. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Now is Micah Parsons making that play. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Here we go. Sit all right.
Shotgun snap to Fields. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
The Steelers set to punt it. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it'll be their football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Working from the pistol, Prescott. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throwing again is Dak. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Yeah, here we go. Hey, check. Yeah, chill. Here we go, 47.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That one's cut along the left sideline. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. That 100-yard mark, it's as coveted by receivers as it is by running backs, and he's now reached it with that last catch. Things looking totally different after that last play. It's 1st and 10 inside the opposing 30.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 47. Here we go, kill. Here we go, going to the 26.
1st down, here's Dak. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. It's a perfect play to break it big.
Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. It's 2nd and goal. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Give them 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for 3rd down.
47. Yeah, here we go. Here we go, 46.
Dak off the play fake. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Steelers have it, headed the other way.
That is such a gut punch as a quarterback. You put in so much work to get down near the goal line. And then you've got to take care of the football. You can't be reckless with the ball. Those defenders are looking to knock it free, and that's exactly what they did, keeping points off the board.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready?
Harris gets it on the counter. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Set. Set.
Running behind center with Harris. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. We're good.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Fryermuth there to bring it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Here we go. Set.
Now it's Fields. Completed here to Pickens. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Brought down by Deron Bland.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go. Set. Set.
Here's a give to Harris. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Do it.
Fields out of the gun. This ball's caught by Pickens. And that's good for a gain of 5. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Set. Set.
From the 39. Roman Wilson reels it in. And they take him down right along the 30. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Set.
Fields throwing here. Snared by his running back. It's Najee Harris. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Hurry up. Hurry up.
Another throw for Fields. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the 1st.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
Dicker connects there, and that'll give them a 16-point advantage.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Returnable from the 2. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And turnovers, well, we all know, never okay for the players. Certainly not okay in a coach's eye. And with as many as they've had here, Brock, gonna be tough to play these highlights back after this game.
Yeah, tough but essential, Kate, because watching these plays, this is the difference between good and great. I got to be around Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning didn't watch his highlights. He watched his sacks. He watched his interceptions. He wanted to critique himself through these difficult circumstances. And when you do, well, you can become a Hall of Famer like Peyton.
Here we go. Let's take.
Elliott straight ahead. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Yeah, here we go. Let's take.
Right back to Elliott now. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Yeah, here we go. Let's take.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Second and 13. That finds Elliott complete. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Yeah, here we go. Let's take.
That's the end of the third on Sunday night. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Yeah, here we go. It was 150 for Wyatt.
Prescott here from the gun. Ferguson's got it, complete. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes, they so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Steelers will take over deep on their own side. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tonight.
They'll start with a give to Harris. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, range? Range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Here we go. Tonight.
From the gun, they go with Harris. And they're ready for him at the line. Couldn't manage anything there.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Don't jump, ready?
Looking to throw Fields. And no look there. That throw falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Prescott to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On 2nd down, a run with Elliott. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go!
Now Dak to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. On the give, it's Elliott. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yeah! Here we go! Right take! Hey, kill! Wait, take.
Once again, Elliott. And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Going with Elliott here, and he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking it in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the 1st down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Elliott running out of the gun. And he's able to push this down to the 12. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Here we go! Right take!
Handoff headed left to Elliott. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Extra man in the secondary for the Steelers. 3rd down coming up. Dak now from the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Yeah, here we go. I think they were going to 53. 26.
They'll run here with Elliott. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So a big play for the Cowboys here as they line up for 2.
Here we go.
They'll try it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone to make this a 1-score game in the 4th quarter. Well, I hear you say it all the time, partner. It comes back to that word trust. And they trusted in their offense to go get those 2 points, make this a 1-score game. They do their job. Now one big play can change the entire outlook of this game for them.
Yeah, now it becomes about complementary football. As you said, the offense did their job. Now defense, can you not just get a stop? Can you get a turnover? Maybe take it to the house yourself. Either way, that conversion puts them 1 snap away from a totally different ball game.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Steelers' offense headed out. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. Bails out of the pocket quick. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Here we go. We're good. Go.
This is Harris on second down. And he found some running room for a nice gain. He gets them half of what they needed, so after a 7-yard gain, it's 3rd and 7.
Oh, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Sit high.
He'll throw it. That is caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow. That play good for 17 and a first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Here we go. Sit high.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here we go, son.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers up by 8. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Sit high.
Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Sit high. Do it.
Staying on the ground with Harris. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Find me an offense that won't take that type of result every snap. Good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
Here we go.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Hurry up, hurry up.
A tight end in motion now. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still first down.
They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag.
Here we go. Sit high.
They'll run here following the penalty. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Well, Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.